Hey everyone, welcome back to the Basic Butch Tarot. My name is Jennifer Rose. I am the head Butch in charge here.
Yeah.
And as you can see, my lovely wife, Melanie, is here with me today.
Hello everybody, I'm Melanie Rose and I am the writer for the Old Girl channel on YouTube. I do a daily aspects video where I don't really give horoscopes, but I just talk about astrologically what's happening and how it's interpreted through tropical astrology. So right now I'm going to talk to you about a couple of things that are going on. The last few days we've been in this Mars square Pluto aspect that may have left us feeling kind of rowdy. We might have felt a little wild in our bodies, a little rough, a little extreme even. And I hope that we had some good channels for releasing our rowdy energy so that we didn't, harm ourselves or anyone else. Today we have some pretty positive aspects. The moon aspects, they only last a couple of hours, so they're really like moods. But we've got some really positive ones today. And then this evening, the sun goes into Scorpio. So we've been in Libra for a month, focusing on truth and beauty and balance and pleasure. And now we move from air sign Libra into water sign Scorpio, and things are going to be a lot more about the emotion behind the thing and the intuition. Still waters run deep. So, yes,
today.
That is the daily aspects, and you can come and check them out every single day on the Old Girl channel here on YouTube.
We're just going to keep playing this. I think it will be helpful in the read. And today, Melanie and I are going to do just a general read. We took a few minutes to meditate, to put our feelers out in the community, and, kind of check in with everyone. And we both just, we're ready.
We're ready.
Do you want me to cut the deck?
Go ahead.
All right.
It's your read.
I'm going to choose to cut the deck like this, which is, excuse me, exactly the opposite of how I told everybody else to do. Sometimes you would do a fan method for yourself if you're going to do a read for yourself. And I'm going to see how Melanie, what kind of a layout should we do? You know a couple of different ones than I do.
I like the new one that's inspiring me, new to me, is thinking, feeling, and doing.
Oh.
And then I always like to add a fourth card in. We can do a significator, or we can just do an advice card at the end. Like, this is what we're thinking, this is what we're feeling, this is what we're doing, and this is what we might want to think about.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm indecisive, so we might do a significator and an advice card.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean,
so how do you want to do you
home.
want to do the significator card? How should we do that? Top, bottom of the deck?
Well, I like the bottom of the deck.
So dirty. Oh, looky there. So there's the Libra. It's kind of like fitting into a new season. There's someone holding some scales, and that person is giving food to someone on their knees, and there's another person on their knees. I don't know if you can see this. This is the first time that we've been on here together. What do you think about this card? It doesn't.
Well, it's the Six of Pentacles.
Yes, thank you.
And Pentacles are earth.
Yes.
Element. They relate to the body and the earth and our wealth. So our wealth and health, basically.
Right.
Six of Pentacles generally says we're doing okay and we have enough to give.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like,
absolutely. Yeah. We got all of our stuff balanced out.
Right.
We know what we got.
And this is really a you kind of card. The scales really indicate Libra energy anyway. But then you love that phrase, give till it hurts. So you really like to keep your stuff balanced in such a way that you have something to give no matter how much you have.
That's true. And this is great because I'm going to do an all Pentacles read so we can learn about Pentacles together. So now we have a Pentacle significator,
Right.
Health, wealth, and finances.
And I just want to say, like, that is a great Libra card to be heading out of Libra on. Like, this says, hey, maybe we're all in a little bit better condition than when we started the month.
Right. Right.
Or if not, you know, maybe some of us have a little more to give.
Right. Okay, so what was it again? The
Thinking, feeling, and doing.
thinking. Ooh, I like that. Feeling, doing. I like the doing part. I like all of it really, but the doing part is the action. All right. Thinking, feeling, doing. Thinking, feeling, doing.
Thinking, feeling, doing. What are we all thinking, feeling, and doing?
I know that when we meditated earlier, I felt very heavy. Not in a bad way, but I literally felt like my jaw and my chest was being pulled down by some heaviness. Kind of associate that with the deep waters of Scorpio coming later this evening, getting out of Libra, being forced from my beauty into my deep introspection. And I know this to be a good time of the year for me as far as thoughts and feelings go, but it's also really difficult to face some of these things. And then the work that has to be done once we figure it all out, because after all, we're about justice. I felt that in a good way though. So I'm feeling like this is still going to be a really good read, even though Libra season is leaving us.
So did you bring the bell in to...
Oh, I just brought the bell in because we're the Roses. And this is the first time we put our pretty faces on camera together.
Oh, yay.
Kind of had to talk my wife into it a little bit, but this is something that we got at a sale from some friends. And
it's really normal to use a bell when you're doing any sort of intuitive practice such as tarot, because you can sort of like clear your mind. It's like a palate cleanser, and it also invites spirit to pay attention.
Absolutely. So this will be the Roses bell.
Roses.
Roses. Okay, so which card would you like to start with? I'll let you. Thinking, feeling, doing. Oops, turning the card over the wrong way because I can't grip with my crippled finger. Oh, the star card. Thinking about having that balanced out, the emotions. So the star card, hopefully you can see this, I'm not sure, but there are, how many stars?
Okay, so there's one big yellow star and there are 7 little stars, and those are supposed to, in fact, do correspond to the chakras, the energetic centers of the body. The star is very much a spiritual awareness card. You see this nude person is kneeling with one foot in the water and one on the ground, and pouring out water into 2 places.
Right.
So it's sort of like channeling flow, a little bit like temperance, but it's really about your own spiritual. We're thinking about our own spiritual awareness and awakening.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love this card. Yes.
Yeah.
What's next?
Feeling.
Feeling. We gotta go with the feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Go with our feelings.
Hooked on a feeling. We're not gonna do it.
Oh, it's so early in the morning. Like, I haven't done anything to my hair.
Oh, you're so pretty.
I may or may not be in the clothes I wore yesterday. Whatever, it's fall. I do it. So, Ace of Cups.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be? Well, that's a lot of water, but there's pretty red flowers.
But water goes with cups, right? Elementally.
Elementally, yes.
Yeah. And what does water represent?
Emotions.
And intuitions.
And intuitions. So that cup runneth over. This cup runneth over.
You know that song, One is the Loneliest Number? This card is like the antithesis of that song.
Yeah.
This is like, on my own, I am enough.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh-huh. I love it. I wonder, the dove?
The dove, that's really, you know, what we think of the dove as peace, right? That is, that cross there is not necessarily a Christian cross. That whole symbol, the circle with the cross in the middle, just represents the earth, actually.
Uh-huh.
It's like a little pentacle.
Mm-hmm.
It's also like a communion wafer, right?
Gotcha. Yep. I was feeling that.
And
Absolutely.
then, like, our cup is our
Catholicism.
heart. Like, how full can your heart be? It can really only be as full as you allow it to be. You got to love yourself to know how much love you can receive. So,
yes, what
Yeah.
she said.
I really
One of
think
my
of that as
favorite
like a self-love and, like, you know, give unto yourself and you'll be able to give unto others.
Right. Absolutely. Well, let's do the action card. Oh.
What
Well,
we're doing.
Yeah. What are you doing? Where are you at?
I love that song.
How about that? So that's 6 of Wands. And
Uh-huh.
Wands is what energy is that? Fire.
It's fire.
Oh.
And it's over. That's okay.
Yep. This is the beginning. This is a good idea. A collaboration, possibly. Looks like there are all sorts of people holding wands. The passion, fire, idea. They're onward.
So you remember, like in Wands,
Onward.
like the Two of Wands, they're planning what they want to do,
Right.
like to conquer the world, basically, because it's about passion and drive. And then the Three of Wands, it's like they had their journey, their ship has come in. So by the time we get to 6, it's like, oh, we have the 6 of Pentacles here. See, this is like a little celebration of what you have, what you've achieved, right? This is like a little celebration of what you've achieved too.
Right. See?
So this is health and wealth wise, and this is like our passion and our drive, like.
Yes. So this is really good read, actually.
Made some conquests.
Yes, made some conquests and on their way to more.
Yes.
Yes.
I like that for all of us.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that would make sense that I felt pretty deep because there's a lot of water in these 2 cards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it just kind of stabilized itself there.
We got that Scorpio coming in, so it is going to be a really like deep, watery time. We're going to be a little bit more inside of ourselves, and we're going to be a little bit more like sit back, wait and see what's happening. So
yes,
it's appropriate. The self-love, especially, and the attention to the spiritual awareness.
Yes.
Yes.
Love. Love you,
and,
my love.
and therefore reasons to celebrate.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, are we happy with that? Do you need any kind of other cards put here?
I mean, I don't know that I would want to offer any advice to somebody, you know, or to a collective of people that are clearly doing okay.
Right?
And that's a really positive read.
This is a really positive read.
I mean,
so
what if you turn it over and it's like the devil or something?
The devil's not always a
And then
bad
we got
card,
to turn it
right?
back over
Like
and go.
I mean, you know,
But
it's just about
it usually
how
points to something
something's
that's,
bad.
Yeah. But look out for the devil.
I guess I ain't scared. Anyhow,
Yeah.
okay, so what a great read.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have all of the elements represented here? What's missing? This air or earth?
Earth.
We're missing air. We don't have any swords.
And we have a major arcana, the star.
We do have a major arc.
So that's, you know, that's the big card, and that's really, you know.
I like the star. Hopefully you can see it.
If not, you know, there's
Awesome.
a naked lady, so get you some cards.
Yes. All right. Well, thanks so much for tuning in with us today. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and like this video. Let me know that you're out there. I believe next time what you'll see from me is a Pentacles read, and then I may do a read for my lovely wife again if she'll allow it. Consent is sexy. Ting.